Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So someone's been going a little bit crazy when it comes to shop your looks purchases. Honestly, like now that I'm no longer a stylist for Stitch Fix, I feel like this is how I am literally like filling that void. I've been going crazy lately, but before we dive into these looks, I wanted to let you guys know that at the end of this video, we are going to launch into that Q&A session I talked about in my last unboxing video. You know, again, now that I'm no longer a stylist with the company, let's have fun like answering all those questions you have about Stitch Fix, the role as a stylist, some things that come up from a client's perspective. You guys had the most brilliant questions. Like, thank you for all of them. They're perfect. I actually have like a running list of questions we're gonna answer in subsequent videos. But for this one, I pulled some that are specific to shop your looks. So we're gonna answer them at the very end. So be sure to stay tuned. I am so into all these fun summer colors. Oh my gosh, like please just give me more. Starting off with this darling yellow top. Now, what killed me about this mainly was the crochet detailing. I love tops like this. Like this is a me top. I love wearing these with jeans, or even like, imagine how fresh this would look with a pair of white denim, which I am still on the prowl for. But love the flow of this, love the drape, and then love the detailing on the back. So it has a pretty significant like keyhole with a little button up top, but I adore how that crochet detailing continues on the back of the shoulder. Just super sweet. Now this is 100% rayon, and it does have a lining too, which I think is interesting. Let me see if I can show you here. So the lining, it's not like a thick, heavy lining. It feels cottony, and I've talked about that before. Like, I love linings like this. I just hate when they're like that obsessively thick polyester material, especially in the summertime. It's like, who wants that? But in any event, so versatile, so fun. I'm all about yellow tones this season. Like, this is something new for me. I don't know what happened. I woke up one day and I'm like, yes, please, to yellow. So moving right along to dresses, which are my go-to in the warmer months. Oh my gosh, you guys, I saw this little number and just about died. Love, love, love. Now I have said before that I just want to kind of like stay away from darker colors in the summertime, but I'm always a sucker for a navy, and I loved the style of this. Look at the beautiful feminine details on this with the ruffle detailing along the neckline and also the sleeve. And it does have the smocking, that's the word I was looking for. It does have the smocking across the waistband, which is so super flattering on. And then just in the back, that sweet design with that ditzy floral print continues. It is a midi length, which is my favorite these days. Now, again, when it comes to linings, this does have a lining, and it's always so hard to show you guys the linings, but I think it's worth it because to me, like, the lining makes or breaks a garment. Now this, much like that top I showed you, it does have a polyester lining, but it's thinner. So perfect for the summertime, doesn't feel heavy and overwhelming. And again, just kind of gives you the extra swing, which I adore. But love, love, love the yellow and the navy together. Just so, so sweet for the summertime. And this dress just like shifts and moves and swishes when you wear it. Like, I literally just want to go out dancing wearing this dress, and I can't even dance. Okay, so this next top, super interesting. And this actually has to do with one of the questions I'm gonna answer in the Q&A at the end of this video. But I had seen this top actually while I was still a stylist for Stitch Fix. I saw this floating around in our inventory when I was styling you guys, and I was like hyperventilating. I just loved it so much. I adore tops like this. Again, the sweet details. Look at this flutter sleeve. Oh my gosh, so adorable. Love, love, love that crochet again along the neckline. It has it on the corner of the sleeve there, and it also continues on the back. Just super thoughtful. Love the blousiness of this. You know, you can throw this on with jeans, shorts, a skirt. Like, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Now, this is 100% rayon. And I want to talk about rayon for a minute because rayon's a fascinating fiber that I've like yet to crack the code on. Because if you'll see here, this style has that like slight crinkle to it, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think this is subtle enough that I can bear it. But here's what's interesting. In comparison, this is also 100% rayon and it doesn't have like that crinkle factor going on. So I'm not sure exactly why you don't get it with one style and you do get it with another, because again, if it's 100%, obviously they're not adding an extra fiber to kind of combat this type of look. Now, as far as that question goes that I said I'm going to answer at the end of this video that has to do with this particular blouse, and someone had said like, hey, if I see an item I love on Shop Your Looks, how do I get that in my actual fix? And this top actually has to do with my answer, so stay tuned. I'm going to explain that at the end. Okay, so next is my big splurge with Shop Your Looks. Now, normally I do not spend this much money on a top, but when I saw this beautiful little number come across my screen, I jumped on it like that. Namely because I'm sure you can tell I'm obsessed with like these peachy pink tones for the summer months. But more importantly, guys, this is made from 100% tencel. Tencel is a beautiful fiber. It's semi-natural to natural depending on whose opinion you get on it, but in any event, it's considered sustainable, it's eco-friendly, it's derived from wood pulp, much like rayon, and it has very, very similar qualities to cotton in the sense that it's super soft and breathable. This, in fact, is softer than cotton. Like, it just has this buttery hand feel. It's beautiful. I mean, look at the drape on this. Look at the flow. Love the simplistic design too. Like, the possibilities with this sucker are endless. That to me helped justify the price point. I can wear this with jeans. I can throw it on with a nice pair of pants. I could even wear it with these shorts. Like, I can tuck it into a skirt. Again, if I'm gonna pay this type of money for a top, I want beautiful fibers, I want a beautiful hand feel and a beautiful color. And this sucker hits all three of those. Okay, you guys, and this last item, oh my gosh, my little heart when I saw this, it was just like screaming in delight. This dress, it's a midi style. Oh my God, can we talk about this for a minute? It's so darling. Love, love, love the color story, that blush and that black. Love the print. It's so feminine and beautiful. It is a midi length, which I absolutely adore. That is my favorite these days. And it does have like a chiffon-y feel to it. This is polyester, just a beautiful from front to back. Now it is a faux wrap design. It has a little tie on the side, but that's really not doing anything to adjust. It's more like decorative. Now my beef with this dress, we've been talking about linings, is this one does have that annoyingly thick polyester lining, which I can't stand. But I love the dress so much, I was like, you know what, we're making an exception. But this is what I'm talking about. See how thick this lining is? This is a straight up thick 100% polyester lining, which I think just cheapens any type of garment. I try to avoid these like the plague, but like I said, I loved this dress so much that I just thought, I don't even care. But love the fit of this. It's beautiful despite that terrible lining. I mean, this is so versatile. You can wear this for date night. You can wear it to a wedding reception. You can wear it because it's Tuesday. Like, I don't care what the occasion is. This dress is perfect for it. Okay guys, so let's dive into the Q&A session. So as I said, I pulled a couple that were related to Shop Your Looks, and the first question is actually a two-part question, but it asks, what's the key to getting Shop Your Look purchases in your actual fix? I've seen a couple things I love, but I want to get the discount on them, and every time I ask for them, I'm told they're unavailable. Okay, here's my hack for that. Like, say for example, this top here, that purple top, had surfaced in my Shop Your Looks and I wanted to receive it in my actual fix. What I would recommend you do is click on the details of that top in Shop Your Looks and then write down the label or the brand name, like who's the maker, write down how they're describing that top, like is it called the Katie Flutter Sleeve Blouse? And then take those exact words and plug it into your note to stylist. Again, those are keywords that the algorithm is going to recognize, and it's going to kind of help like encourage the algorithm to surface that particular item for your fix. Now, this is not foolproof. It's like not a guarantee, because remember, inventory is ever changing, so you might have those exact same keywords, but if the top just isn't in the current inventory, obviously it's not there for you to send. So again, using this top as an example, but kind of flipping it around, I had seen this floating around in our inventory for weeks when I was still styling you guys. I took down all those details I just explained to you. I typed it into my note to stylist, which was literally a note to myself at the time, and I could not tease this top to surface. It was nowhere to be found. Weeks later, all of a sudden, this top pops up in my Shop Your Looks, which tells me that the algorithm not only recognizes certain keywords, but it remembers requests that you've made weeks ago. The other thing I would definitely recommend that you do if you've seen something on Shop Your Looks that you want to see included in your next fix is to take a screenshot of that item and then upload it to your Pinterest page, which hopefully you have linked to your profile, because stylists rely heavily on that as a visual guide to seeing like what you're into these days. Are there specific pieces that you want to receive in future fixes? And again, like, let's say you've already done the keyword thing, you've typed it into your note to stylist, we're like all hoping and praying that the algorithm recognizes those keywords. If that somehow fails, that's where your stylist can step in, and she is going to bring that brilliance of the human mind to all that data and science, and she's gonna see that image on your Pinterest, and that's gonna be her cue to do a little bit of extra digging through the inventory to see if she can't find it, if again, the algo just isn't naturally surfacing that via your keywords. But one thing I do want to add is, you know, at the end of the day, if you see something on Shop Your Looks that you want, honestly, like your best bet is just to grab it. That is your guarantee you're going to get that item. And remember, you have 30 days to return something that you've purchased on Shop Your Looks. It's free shipping, it's free returns. They don't charge you that $20 styling fee for anything you purchase on Shop Your Looks. So I get that, like, obviously the preference, like the ideal scenario is to get that item in your normal fix, because then if you do a buy 5, you get the 25% discount. But again, at the end of the day, there's just like no guarantee that even doing keywords and a screenshot is actually going to get that item in your hands. And if you're seeing it on Shop Your Looks and it's available to you that way, I'd say buy it. So the second part of her question was, I loved it. It was, why is it so hard for me to get my hands on a kimono, something I keep asking for with every fix, and I'm told that they're just not available to send, yet I see 10 other people getting kimonos. There's no easy way to answer this question, because there literally are 100 different reasons as to why they're getting a kimono and you're not getting a kimono. I can tell you it can be something as complex as it might just be your feedback and your past purchases aren't jiving with the algorithm, and the algorithm doesn't think that you'd like a kimono. It could be something as simple as the fact that the warehouse that your fix is serviced from just doesn't happen to have a lot of kimonos at the time your fix is being styled, versus maybe somebody else is styled from a different warehouse and they had a lot of kimonos in that warehouse. And unfortunately, there's just no like, here's the answer to that question. And I know it's totally frustrating, but I will say that Stitch Fix is so tuned into your feedback as a client. Believe me, if there's something that keeps repeatedly surfacing, and I can tell you this is one complaint I used to hear all the time as a stylist, you better believe that they're working behind the scenes to figure out like, okay, how can we address this? Like, what can we change to make this item more available to more people? So again, just kind of like hang tight and know that if it's not something that's being fixed tomorrow, more than likely they are working on a solution, because they, from the bottom of their hearts, want to make sure that you guys have an amazing experience every single time. Okay guys, so that is it. Thank you again for submitting all those questions. I loved it. And just to kind of like keep time in mind, like I said, I think going forward, we'll just answer anywhere from like 2 to 4 questions and just see how it goes. But again, if you have any other questions you want to ask, just definitely leave them in the comments below. I promise you we will talk about them in future videos. But in any event, thank you guys so much for sharing your time with me today. I hope you're having a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!